somebody asked me, are you a financial advisor? Well, yes, because that area has really bothered me a lot. If you want to move from middle class to upper middle class, it's all about money. You know, whether you're middle class or not, depends on money. If you Google the middle class, the meaning of middle class, it's all talking about money. How much you earn. If you earn between this and this, you're poor. If you earn between this, you're middle class. If you earn this between this and this, you're upper middle class. So it's all about money. Hence my passion and desire. And in those areas, if it's succession law, it's about inheritance, it's about money. You know, how much money is moving from one generation to the other. So I would say, yes, I'm a financial advisor because it's part of my passion. Yeah. But money is just a part, it's just one resource of wealth creation. I've described that in my book. I've described 6 resources that create wealth. Money is not the only one. There are other resources that create wealth. People are resources. A family is a resource. Yeah? Children are a resource. So the wealth creation resources are not just money, but it is said how you deal with money is how you deal with everything else. So how you deal with money is how you're going to deal with your children, with people. Yeah. So I say yes, that I'm a financial advisor. Now, how do I find a balance between finance and law? They are intertwined. I've just told you they are intertwined. I chose subjects that relate to money, which is succession law, which is how much money are you inheriting from your parents, or what is the worth of the property that you're inheriting from your parents. But most importantly, I've always had a challenge of combining my passion, which is wealth creation, with the law. That has been my greatest challenge for years. And that's why I stopped recording YouTube channel in 2016, because I didn't know where was I going with this wealth creation message. You know, what was the end goal? You know, and where is the money in all this? Because if you want to become an upper middle class, or you want to move from one class to another, you've got to be thinking about money. And if whatever I'm doing I can't see the money, then of course it's the wrong project. So that tug of war of not knowing my passion for wealth creation and my law has taken me how many years? From 2016 to now, those are 8 years, yeah? Those are 8 years. So eventually I found the connection, and the connection was created for me by the Succession Amendment Act of 2021, whereby it now came up with something called a family trust. And a family trust is one way of doing estate planning, how your estate will be managed or organized when you pass on. So I loved it because in that act it says the purpose of a family trust is to create and preserve wealth. You see, my passion is wealth creation. And now I've known that now there's a law to help people to do something called wealth preservation. So now I've gotten an opportunity to connect the two. So that is how I've been able to balance, to connect the two, and therefore there is a balance. And I talk a lot about family trusts on my TikTok, and I intend to talk more about family trusts in my YouTube channel, because that is the only way to grow generational wealth. So I then now found out, I got my final goal. From 2016 to now, I've found out that my final goal is to create generational wealth. If we create generational wealth in our families, then we will destroy what we call poverty in our homes. Yeah, because poverty starts in our homes. If you're poor, you didn't start being poor now as a grown-up. Your poverty started from where you came from. Yeah, and that's another subject we need to dwell in, because it's a mindset thing. So it starts from where you came from. And so now my goal is to help people create generational wealth, people who don't like poverty. Yeah, there are some people who are okay with poverty. There are some people who are okay creating poverty, and poverty is created and wealth is created by the resources that we find here on earth. Yeah. So bottom line, I found a way to connect my passion, which is wealth creation, with the law, and our main goal is to create generational wealth, which this channel will be about.